although Japan seems to be open to foreign people, foreign countries adapting cultures, sometimes food from other countries, such as originally like cars or clothes, and if necessary, Japanese people have arranged them in so that they would fit Japanese society, Japanese culture, Japanese people. But it's clear that still Japan is not so open to foreign people. One of the reasons I think is that Japan is not a bilingual country. Some part in Japan are bilingual, such as really urban areas in Tokyo or other big cities. But if you don't speak Japanese, it is really hard to, well, just live, or even just to buy something. Well, maybe you can survive, but if you wanna really enjoy your life, live, if you don't speak Japanese at all, that's really hard. And even apart from that, if you are a foreigner, it could be really hard for you to live, because some Japanese people don't like foreigners. Or if you, well, we might need to define what foreigner is. I mean, non-Japanese people are foreigner, but Chinese, Koreans, and other Asian people that can look like Japanese might not be included in those foreigners. Because when we use the word that means foreigner, 外国人 or 外人 in Japanese people, well, we tend to think of those Western people, white people, or African people, those who have dark skins. That's what we mostly use the word foreigner, 外国人 for. So, well, the language, of course, is very important in communication. So if you don't speak Japanese, besides communication, it is hard for you to know the culture, if you know what I mean. So communication and to know the culture, Japanese culture, knowing Japanese language is really important. Besides that, you have to survive. I know many people that don't speak Japanese so well, but I think they at least understand Japanese when they hear. But here's good news. Even if you're a foreigner, if you speak Japanese, Japanese people will like you. So, well, here is a good example. You know, on YouTube, there are some YouTubers that live in Japan and make videos and got famous. Like, I really don't want to specify some people. Mention specifically some people, but for example, Mikaela. If you know Mikaela, as known as Ciela on YouTube. I'm not looking at the page right now, but she speaks Japanese. So I thought this today while I was working a part-time job, that if she didn't speak Japanese, she wouldn't have been this popular, at least in Japan, by Japanese people or by those who don't understand English. So she's an English speaker. So if she made videos in only English, I believe that she would have never been this popular in Japan by Japanese people that don't speak English, don't understand English. So, well, I don't know if the word complex is used the same in Japanese and English, but I think we can say that Japanese people have complex, or well, if this word is used the same way, Japanese people have complex to, for, over Western people, white people. So I think Japanese people, or Asians in general, but I wouldn't say Asians in general because I don't know, so I just stick with Japanese people. So Japanese people, I think, tend to see Westerners, white people, cool. So good example is well, as of things like clothes, shoes, or fashion in general. So Uniqlo, even though it's a Japanese company, uses many foreign models, or half mixed models, because simply physically they are like, they likely have longer legs and taller and good shape. So I think that's a good example of how Japanese people have a complex. I'm not really sure if this word is used in the same way in English too, but yeah, we have a complex. What's called complex in English, in Japanese anyway. We have a complex to over Westerners. So because of that, and because we kind of make barriers against foreigners that don't fit in Japanese culture, but we kind of lessen that barrier, or this feeling of barrier against those who speak Japanese, and putting that, and this complex of, or the idea of seeing Westerners, white people, seeing cool, putting them together. If you're white, or if you're a Westerner, I really don't want to use this term white because I know it sounds like racist. I don't mean to racist, but I don't mean that people who have dark skins are not so liked in Japan. I don't want to say that. I don't mean that. But I'm just saying that what make you liked. The factors. If you're Westerner, if you're white, whichever, and if you speak Japanese, and if you're a girl, and if you're cute, the chances are high that you'll be popular if you're making videos on YouTube. You know, YouTube is not only the media that can make you popular, or I don't know if you want to be popular, but if you want to be like an idol or be popular, and YouTube is quite a good tool, because you can't really put yourself in TV show unless you have some connection with those powerful people. But yeah, just like Mikaela or some other J vloggers that speak English, Japanese. Yeah, that's the reason. I'm subscribed to her channel, but I don't really watch her channel, I mean videos. So I don't know the contents of her channel, but maybe being white, her being cute, her being able to speak Japanese are not the reason that she is really popular. I don't think so. I don't think that those are the only factors, reasons. Probably the contents of her channels are also good. I believe so. But simply, men like cute girls. And especially because Japanese people some Japanese people, I would say, some Japanese people tend to see Westerners, tend to see whites cool. So yeah, well, I haven't really organized what I want to say, but if you turn on TV, those foreign talentos, foreign characters that appear on TV as foreigners that speak Japanese well are mostly white, I think. Examples, but not necessarily white, but you know, I don't mean to say that Japanese people are racist. I don't mean to say that Japanese people discriminate those people who have dark skins, but it is simply because that we are not used to seeing those people who have different color of skins than us. Simply that reason, I think. We are not simply we are not used to seeing them, those kind of people. Not that we discriminate them, or not that we don't want to like keep away from them. No, we are not simply used to them. And white people or people who have lighter skin, they, in terms of appearance, they look alike us. Even including those people who have really, really white skin, like really, really bright skin, lighter skin, I'd say, lighter. So, yeah, that's what do you think? Yeah, Japanese culture is really unique, really interesting. We have these two opposite kind of feelings. One is looking up to Western people, looking up to whites. The other feeling is the opposite, like putting kind of barrier between them and us. But people that can come through this barrier is like those who speak Japanese, those who look cool, men, women, like this kind of handsome looking man, like, I don't know, Tom Cruise, or I can't really think of anyone. But yeah, I think Japanese people really look up to those Western handsome or pretty, beautiful girl, handsome man. Yeah. So if you speak even poor Japanese in Japan, if you come to Japan, you'll be like, well, you speak Japanese. Well, that's nice. Yeah. I know some people hate it. I know. I mean, I heard many foreign people who have stayed in Japan, who have lived in Japan for long, and as a result, of course, they speak Japanese pretty well. And they are still often told that they speak Japanese well. Oh, you speak Japanese well? Oh, you use chopsticks really well. How did you learn it? Of course, if you lived in Japan for long, you can speak Japanese. You know how to use chopsticks. That sucks. Yeah. そういうこと、なんか I think there were some other things that I wanted to mention, but well, I just wanted to tell you guys, share with you guys that Japanese culture is really, in a way, closed, in a way, open, seems open to foreigners, to foreign countries, to foreign people. Yep. I'm sorry, this video is not so organized. Yeah, well, but yeah, I could say the idea that I wanted to say. Yeah, thanks for watching. Bye bye. One more thing to add. So one of the reasons that I think why Japanese culture is really unique is, for example, in TV industry, So there are, if you're a foreigner, if you speak Japanese, even only those factors can make you kind of famous or make you appear on TV, because there are even TV shows that deal with foreigners that love Japan, or foreigners that speak Japanese really well, or those foreigner, what we call talento, those people that appear on TV are usually generally called talento, like coming from talent, like talent that you have. So that's really unique. So I believe even if I speak English and I'm Japanese or I'm Asian, even when I go to, let's say, Europe or Canada, I wouldn't be famous for that reason. That I'm Asian, that I speak English well. That will never make me famous, so that will never be a factor that can make me famous. No. But if you're in Japan, and if you're a foreigner, especially white, or I don't want to say specify white, but if you're a foreigner, let's just say, if you're a foreigner, if you speak Japanese well, and if you love Japan, I know many Japanese things than many Japanese people, like history or those details of anime character or manga. That's really unique. Yeah. But I don't like that. Japan is really unique about foreigners. How to deal with how to see foreigners. It's really unique. Japan is really unique culture about foreigners. It's really weird. I believe that in your country, you don't have any TV show that have only foreign talents that speak English, that love your culture. No, no. We have this TV show that have all the cast except for some main cast, Japanese cast. All the cast are foreigners from each country, like France, Italy, Spain, Chile, Brazil, America, Russia, Romania, I don't know, Colombia, all those countries, not all 192 countries, but many from many countries that speak Japanese well, surprisingly. Or Iran, Sweden, Australia. Yeah. I believe you guys don't have such a TV show. Yeah, that's it. That's something I wanted to add.